And I guess we can start off with both of your career journeys and what steps both of you really have taken in the path to get where you are today. So we can start off with Hakan, and then we can move into Gret after.
Okay, well, first off, thanks for having me. Excited to be here and hope everyone out there has been having a great day. So my career path was not a linear progression. Growing up, you may have friends, or perhaps you're somebody that has always known what you want to do. My sister, for instance, she was always finding stray cats and helping them out, taking care of injured birds. And guess what? She became a vet. She loves it. She's never changed fields. Whereas it's great to be like that. I don't think that's most of us. When I got close to graduating from high school, I really had no idea what I wanted to do. So, I used my existing network back then, family, friends, guidance counselor, but we couldn't find a career that I was interested in. And in hindsight, it's probably because I grew up in a small town in New Brunswick, and the career that I was looking for just didn't exist there. So I went to the local university and I took a broad discipline, art/science. And when I was there, I found what engineering students were doing resonated with me, the problem solving, the teamwork. So I enrolled in engineering, partially through my first year, and graduated as a mechanical engineer. Moved down to Boston for a few years, worked for some startup companies, so a bit of entrepreneurship, very exciting, interesting stuff, working on green energy technology. And I got to a point where to progress further, I felt like I needed to go back and do some grad studies, or perhaps even change my career up. So I went to the UK and ended up doing grad studies. And upon graduating from there, I went into finance. And I went to finance in 2006. 3 years later, we had the world's worst financial crisis since the Great Depression. Jobs were wiped out in the city of London. I came back to Canada, and I had to almost start over again to find a financial services job because my network was 10 years old and everybody remembered me as an engineer. So again, I started from my existing network, went outside, repeated a hub hat, met people, 2 degrees of freedom away from me. And I also went on LinkedIn, and I noticed, this is a big, obviously a big thing today, and it was a big thing even 10 years ago. And I looked for people that I had some common ground with. So it was somebody who was going to be in the financial services. And for me, it was, people who had in the past been engineers. So immediately when I reached out to those types of people, there was already a bit of a connection there. And through a number of coffee meetings, I ended up getting introduced to managers and then taking a role back here in Canada in finance. So, if I could go back in time and talk to either the younger Hakan or pass on some words to all the young people on this broadcast, it would be, it is important to have goals and to have a plan. But you know what? Don't worry if you don't know what you're going to do the rest of your life. Few of us do, and you can always change mid-career, mid-university, mid whatever. And finally, I would just say, network, and don't be afraid to fail.
Amazing. Grant, you want to share your story a little bit?
Yeah, it's not going to be as exciting as Hakan's there. I just joined, so is the audio satisfactory?
Yeah, you're perfectly good.
Okay, good. Just wanted to do a little quick check. Yeah, it's not as exciting as Hakan's, but growing up, you want to do different things as you're growing up. I know it was a marine biologist, was a stockbroker at one point because I thought stockbrokers make a lot of money, and I just wanted to make money. Who doesn't want to make money? And it didn't really change a lot after that. Like, there wasn't the whole being an astronaut or fireman or anything like that. It was kind of more aligned with business. So, I ended up, I did the high school thing, university thing, and I went into business. And really it was, I like some aspects of it, but not all aspects, but it was really just, for me, it just seemed logical. That's what I wanted to do. And I thought it would open some doors. And, getting into accounting, which I am, I do have to credit networking to a degree because I had a couple job offers, but the one I accepted for my very first job out of university was through a connection I had. It was someone I knew. So that's worth something right there. And then I was able to kind of go further with that. But it's really getting your foot in the door and knowing people, and that helped me a lot. But yeah, and I mean, in that sense, it didn't really, again, it wasn't super duper exciting, but it was, you know, I thought what I wanted to do, what I would have liked to done, and I just kind of went towards that business route and ended up where I am now. So
Amazing. Both of those are very unique journeys, and I feel like that really comes with everyone. Everyone has their own path, their own journey to where they eventually end up. So thank you for sharing that.